Hey everyone, Steve here at the TheDjLab, doing another one of my daily rants, shit talks, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to have to be looking down at my phone because I don't have the laptop set up where I can read the comments. So we're going to do it old school where I just kind of look and see what's going on. And let me start the rant off by saying it took me at least 30 minutes with the new goddamn camera to set it up, get it looking the way I want it, and I'm screwing around all these goddamn settings. And then I couldn't get the fucking focus. And seriously, these other guys, their cameras like sit in one spot. It's a certain way. They got their lights a certain way. Me, I'm dealing with some nano leaf lights, some daylight from the window, trying to get just the right look where I look okay. I don't look too bright. I don't look too dark. It's a lot of fucking around, man. That was like half hour of my day just fucking gone all over a $3,000 camera. And now I got this camera. I'm spending my whole fucking life looking up videos of lenses. I feel like I have this camera that's way too expensive. I don't know what I'm thinking. I don't know what I'm thinking about this goddamn camera. This is the A7 IV. It's almost fucking overkill. For like the average idiot, this camera is like, doesn't even make sense. And then again, it makes no sense for all the DJ equipment that I have here either. But at least the DJ equipment, I know how to use it. Fucking camera is beyond my photography expertise completely. Completely. And it's not just take a picture. Then you gotta learn about color grading and Photoshop and Luxes and fuck me. I'm 50 years old, man. I don't know if I want to go down this path of craziness because most of the lenses I'm looking at, like I call and ask for a cheap lens. A cheap lens in camera terms, when you get to this level of camera, is like, $1,600. I don't want to pay $1,600. I want to pay like $300. And then I'm thinking, do I need a new lens? Not for this shit. Not for these videos. I didn't even need a new fucking camera, to be honest. I was doing shit on my iPad and I was killing the views. I was doing shit with my Logitech Brio and killing the views. It didn't really matter. I didn't need this goddamn microphone. I didn't need none of this shit. Let's go on DJ Cooper, Latvian, Jazzy Jazz. Yeah. Okay, to be of fairness, the camera was $2,800 Canadian. This microphone is a $700 Canadian microphone. And really, for what? No offense to my few viewers that I have, but it's not like I'm getting 1,000 views or some shit on this channel when I do this stuff. Over the course of an hour, maybe I pull in 1,500 views. It really doesn't add up to any amount of money. If I'm lucky, 1,000 views will make me $15. And then they take their cut. And then the state of California takes their cut, 30% on the taxes. And I'm not left with much. So for anyone who's looking to get into YouTube, use your goddamn phone, man. Don't even bother with all this bullshit. It looks good. It's great. Most of these people that you see on YouTube with big fancy cameras, chances are they got to deal with Sony. These lens guys are handing out lenses left and right. I need to maybe just start and stop watching lens videos and start emailing these lens companies saying, hey man, I got a YouTube channel. Give me some fucking lenses. Because it's a slippery, dangerous money pit slope. Getting into all this shit. And yeah, Latvian buddy, fucking anxiety. You're preaching to the choir over here. I'm got so much fucking anxiety and mental issues and like dizziness and pinched fucking nerves. Like, seriously, life is shitty. Simple as that. But you know what? As shitty as your life might seem, just remember there's someone else out there that would only pray to have your shitty life. No matter how shitty you think things are, man, trust me, someone out there is having a far shittier fucking time of it. You know, I look around sometimes and I get it in my head like, fuck. You know, I'm feeling like I'm a little bit depressed and shit. But I got to realize when I look around, I live on my own. I'm still waking up every day. I have a pile of fucking toys. More toys than anyone really should have at my age. You know, this is not responsible spending. All this DJ equipment and cameras and shit. Like, I don't know. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I have no retirement plan. I don't know what's going on. I'm living day to day. Day to day. You know, just hustling along, doing my thing. And I've had fucking worse parts of my life. There are parts of my life that have been far fucking worse than this. There's some parts that have been a little bit... I don't want to actually say there's been parts been better. This is probably as good as it's gotten in my life. So it's not that bad. It's not that bad. Eric's got a long story. So I've just got a long story, bro. But basically, I went from analog to digital like 4 years ago, and everything's just went flip cases when Recordbox switched to 7. I don't use Recordbox, you know, so don't know what to tell you on that one. Let's go on Neurosick D&B. And honestly, the only thing I use Recordbox for, which I barely use it for, is analyzing music for my CDJs. Other than that, Recordbox doesn't offer me anything that I'm interested in. Stem separation isn't that good. I don't have a Flex 10. There's no benefit to hooking Recordbox up with CDJ 3000s and a V10. There's absolutely no good reason for that. And even to use my S11 with Recordbox, I don't see any good reason to use it with that because my S11 works really good at virtual DJ. And it works good with Serato. And even Serato has better stem separation than Recordbox. I haven't used the Recordbox stem separation in quite some time, but from what I remember last, it was meh, nothing special. Serato was nothing special. And it's the only reason for me to flip a computer on when I DJ. That's the only thing they've got. The only trick up its sleeve is stem separation. Other than that, I'll play on my CDJ 3000s, or I'll use the Prime 4 Plus, or, you know, and if I'm going to flip a computer on to do anything, I'm going to pull out the Rain Performer and I'm going to use Serato for the moment until we get, there might be some support coming for DJ Pro, by the way, because they have it with the Rain 4. So it must be around the corner. It's got to be. You know, you're preaching to the choir about Pioneer DJ. I love the company, but there's some things that make me shake my head. I don't know what's going on with them. And I try not to stress about it. That's why I don't log into their website. I'm not going to pay for all their bullshit extras. I've already given these guys more than enough of my money for all their hardware. And in exchange for all of that loyalty, I still need to pay for all this shit. Even, let me even tell you something about the company. Even the people that work there for Alpha Theta, they don't get nothing free either. They don't even get a free login. So what does that tell you? Fucking Serato guys got free shit. Serato guys were able to give me, you know, all the free packs. When I asked my friends at Pioneer DJ, can you hook me up? They're like, dude, I can't even hook myself up. That's how tight they are. Tight like fucking a nun. What do you think about Alpha Theta buying Serato? Well, that hasn't happened 100% yet. And you think the inquiry stems from Serato Recordbox sometime soon, since they have access to all of the sorts of Serato. I don't know what the fuck they're going to do. Personally, I don't give a shit what they do. To tell you the truth, doesn't matter to me. Buy them, don't buy them, smash them together, make one piece of software, whatever, man. Whatever they want to do, they're going to do, and us suckers are going to buy their software. Me, personally, DJ Pro, I still think for a fucking iPad app is how it started. It's probably one of the best pieces of DJ software out there currently. Flexible beat grids. They just released a big update yesterday with a whole shitload of support for a whole boatload of controllers. And I can't try them all because I don't have a boatload of controllers here. It works with the Den and DJ Go, but we got no screens. So, you know, don't tell me you got support for some shit and you can't fucking get the screens going. That's not support. That's, you MIDI mapped some shit for me. I wouldn't call that support. And I don't know if it's Pioneer's greed or if it's just a smart move. I don't know. What are you going to do? Serato was being put up for sale. You work with the company. You've got the money. Of course you're going to fucking buy them. Here's the beef. The only real beef of the whole deal is In Music is fucking probably a little bit upset that they didn't get the opportunity to buy the company. Because then what? Then what would have happened had In Music bought Serato? Would that be the downfall of Engine DJ, or what would they have done? To me, doesn't matter. I got so much DJ gear here. I don't give a shit what company buys who, what they do with it. There's a couple things I want. I want flexible goddamn beat grids. I want good stem separation. You know, video integration is fun. Doing visuals. For Christ's sakes, we're all streaming shit nowadays. Virtual DJ is the only software out there that allows you to stream within the software. I don't need OBS. I don't need all this extra shit. I can set up my cameras into Virtual DJ. I don't do it often, but I could. You know, I can set my cameras, the songs, the player, the visuals, the whole fucking 9 yards, all with one piece of software. So the fact that Recordbox doesn't have this built into it a long time ago, or Serato, come on. What year do you think it is, man? 90% of the DJs are fucking Twitch DJs now and Instagram DJs and all this shit. You think they would have gone on it? So they remove support for the DDJ RZ. That's a dumb move. That RZ, man, I've never owned one. I've played on one and fuck. No, I didn't even play on one. I played on the other one, not the one with the screens. The one that looked like CDJs. That was huge. But the one with the screens, fuck man, that's a really nice controller. I see a lot of videos on Facebook Shorts and shit where some guy's doing some tricks on this thing. And here I am with CJ3000s, and I don't know. My rotary mixer, fuck, it sounds nice. It's fun to be on, but man, was it really worth $6,000? Am I getting the money? I'm never going to see the money back from that. It's fucking gone. I'm never going to make YouTube money with this goddamn rotary mixer because nobody gives a fuck about it. The rotary guys have their own rotary mixers, and the Pioneer DJ guys can't afford it. Oh yeah, that was the RZX with the 3 screens. Good call on that. Holy fuck. I'm dying here. Not sure if you guys were here yesterday for the rant, but I was talking about some shit on the rant that obviously YouTube had an issue with. So therefore, I can make money with the YouTube Premium, but I can't make money from the ads because I started talking about political shit, I guess. Fucking freedom of speech is just a joke. There's no such a thing. The fuck is that? Give me 1 sec. Check, check, check. I'm a back. Somebody asked in the chat, Aaron, when are you buying the laid back Luke controller? When hell freezes over. When the devil is wearing a Canada Goose coat and hell freezes over. That's the moment I will buy that controller. I have no fucking desire, no need, no anything for that controller. I just don't need it. And it's a real shame. It's a shame because Reloop actually had an opportunity to make something good. And it's the little things, man. Do not put plastic chrome knobs on anything in the fucking year 2024. Just don't do it. You could put fucking aluminum. You want to call yourself a pro controller? Put some fucking aluminum on that motherfucker. Give it a booth output. Don't use RCAs, for instance. I guess it needs RCAs because you need to plug it into a mixer. What fucking good is this thing if you have to plug it, your little controller, into the mixer at a club? Seems ridiculous to me. Not even digital output. If it had a digital out to go into a digital input, I'd call it pro. No digital out. No fucking nothing pro about that whatsoever. Looks like a toy. It's got laid back Luke's logo on it. Fucking weird, man. Fucking weird. At least A Music was smart enough when Layback Luke was helping them make things. They didn't put his fucking name on anything. So, I don't know if Reloop really thought putting Layback Luke's branding on their controller, like the name Reloop is not the strongest marketed name to begin with, and putting on Laidback Luke or the LB fucking symbol thing, whatever, I don't know. I don't think it helps the cause any. I could be wrong. And they did say, you know, the distributor did say that they were going to get it to me. And I did say, hey, you know what? I'm the first guy on the internet that talks shit about this thing. And so, you know what? If you did send me one, and if it was any good, and I said it was okay, that would look good. But if you send me one and it's a piece of shit, I'm not going to hold back. I'll be polite about it. I'm not going to rip it. But I'll just fucking say what I'm going to say about it. And I think that particular unit is not for a fucking club. I think Laidback Luke is doing an injustice to anyone who goes, any fans that he has, and he's got a lot of fans. But if you go spend your goddamn money to walk into a big club, and that big club spent the fucking money to invest in a high quality system, and they have all the shit there. They have a V10. They've got the speakers. They got the sound processors. All the shit to deliver the best sound experience that you could get. And you got the balls. You think you're big enough to walk in with a 24 fucking bit. What is it? What's the sampler? A 48 fucking kilohertz fucking sampling or whatever the fuck. Basically, a bedroom DJ unit. And plug in to their goddamn mixer with your RCA cables. And I bet you they're not even any high-end RCA cables. They're probably like some bullshit cables. And DJ off your fucking phone. And DJ off your goddamn phone. And it's all not because it's the best goddamn system. It's not because it made you a better DJ. You're not performing better because of this. You're doing a good enough job, I guess. And these people paid to get a real DJ. And you're fucking spinning on a goddamn phone. I wouldn't do it, man. Yeah, and it's a, like I said in previous videos, if you want a good DJ unit, you got to spend over $2,000. $1,000 is not going to get you anything good. Prime example, that unit. It's $1,000. It has no jog wheels. The fuck are you going to do with it? What's the point? Tell me what the point is. Why do I need this? I can take my fucking iPad. I can take the same fucking software with my iPad and DJ just as good. There's no benefit. I can go buy a fucking $100 sound card, plug it into the goddamn iPad, hook my RCAs up into the mixer, and use the fucking touch screen and all the effects and XY fucking effects on DJ Pro. My crossfader fucking effects. I can do everything the same. I don't need your damn little piece of hardware. There's absolutely fucking no reason for it. At least with the iPad, I could go buy a really good audio interface and connect that in and have a good fucking audio interface. Whatever this guy's doing does not make any sense to me whatsoever. If you're a little home guy, you want someone to take to the cottage and fuck around, maybe. And even then, I don't understand why. My iPad, I can Bluetooth that motherfucker to a speaker. You know what I mean? With my iPad, I can AirPlay it to my TV and have all the visuals on the TV and music videos while I DJ walking around wirelessly. The fuck do I need this Reloop mix tour, man? Doesn't make no sense. It makes no sense. I don't get it. So yeah, shut up, laid back Luke. Nice try, trying to reinvent the wheel. I don't think you don't have me sold on your shit. I'm a hard sell. I got a lot of shit here. I'm not impressed. Not impressed with your marketing. Here's what I'm impressed at. I'm impressed that that laid back Luke, after all of these fucking years, is still able to be out there doing his thing, making full-time money. They said he's worth $10 million. I don't know. Probably true. The he's a dad. He's got a wife. He's got kids. He's in the kung fu. He answers all his fucking, any troll shit, any question on Instagram, this guy will answer. So big up for that, because a lot of famous, semi-famous people won't respond to shit. Deadmau5, once in a while, I'll message Deadmau5, and if he's in the mood, or if it's the right question for him or the right comment, he may respond. Once in a blue moon, we've had a couple times where we're talking about him having issues with some of the Pioneer DJ stuff that we had a little interaction back and forth. James Hype, I've messaged that guy 1,000 times. He will never respond to me because I'm a bit of a troll. I don't agree with the way James Hype does his marketing bullshit either. Just saying. DJ Cooper is saying, As long as it's a great night and music sounds good, it shouldn't matter what equipment is used to mix it. Well, yes and no. Yes and no. If you go into an expensive restaurant and everything's expensive, you expect the quality of the meat and all the quality of the ingredients that they're using is high-end shit, not cheap shit. You go into a big club and you've got top-end speakers and top-end everything, and the weakest link in the whole mix is a guy brings the shitty DJ controller that sonically isn't the best for the fucking setup. And I've been to festivals where I was a DJ tech, and I saw people bringing their little bullshit things in, and you know what? People partied. People partied. You're right. Nobody gives a fuck. But the audio engineer guys, when they're looking at shit, they're not impressed. So, and it's a small community. And I've had lots of conversations with these guys, and they say, the fuck off. Take your pill, take your pill. I took my goddamn pill, you motherfucker. Blood pressure pills. That was a reminder. So these guys have said, you know, when a DJ shows up on stage and they're playing FLAC or WAV file and they're not pushing the speakers and it sounds clean, there's a whole bunch of guys at the front of house on the soundboard. You got them impressed and they talk amongst each other. And people that are running these festivals, when the sound guy's like, that guy sounded really good, man. You don't want to be the guy showing up and making their high-end speakers fucking cry. You know what I mean? You might not know what you're doing, but the sound guys, they know what you're doing to their fucking speaker system. And you might not be invited back because you're playing shit files or you're fucking using shit equipment. Be professional. If you're going to do pro shit, you can't put the word pro on a piece of equipment just because you decided to call it a pro thing. It's not pro. There's absolutely nothing pro about that fucking little Mix Tour Pro. It was a Mix Tour 2. That's it. It was a 2. You didn't put XLR on it. You didn't give it a better sound card. You moved the buttons around. You moved the fucking buttons around. That's what you did. That's it. You made it, the workflow, a little easier for you. Congratulations, Layback Luke. You moved some buttons. You put your logo on it. Aaron wants to use 2 iPads. There's no reason. There's no reason for 2 iPads. I've seen those systems back in the day. 2 iPads, right and left deck. It's like CDJs. Do you really need to have 2 CDJs in a mixer when you can just buy an all-in-one system? Doesn't make sense. Oh, what did I tell James Hype? When I messaged him, I pretty much told James Hype that I thought he was a great DJ. The tricks that he did, you know, as well as he did them, I just wondered if he would acknowledge where he got the inspiration for these tricks, because I know he didn't come up with them on his own. I forget the guy. I'm always forgetting this guy's name, but there was a French DJ years before James Hype. There's a YouTube video where he's doing all the same James Hype tricks. So I was hoping this guy might respond and just say, you know, I was inspired by this guy here. There's no shame in you copying someone else's shit, as long as you acknowledge who inspired you to do your shit. Wouldn't hurt, right? I think I also mentioned something to James Hype about this real DJ shit, how, it's a little bit insulting to all the DJs that came before him. That just because some asshole is not up there doing tricks on a controller doesn't mean he's not a real DJ. And just because some groups might do a pre-recorded set to make sure, like I don't have a problem with pre-recorded sets. If a DJ goes to a festival and I paid hundreds of fucking dollars to be there, I would almost, and you know what? The guy's up there dancing shit. I can't see him running the controls anyways. What the fuck does it matter? There's a laser show. There's lights. There's visuals. There's a guy up there. And they put together at home, let's say. Let's even say someone else put together. And they're just up there being a puppet. I don't give a fuck. You know what I do know? I know if it's pre-recorded, nothing's going to fuck up. I'm going to get to enjoy the party, and it's cool. Or you can go to Tomorrowland and you can watch Grimes completely fuck up. Not just fuck up the set, but get on the mic and have some drug-ridden fucking tantrum about what's going on. Embarrassing, man. So yeah. Play live, don't play live. Just don't fuck up. You know what I mean? Aaron's asking me, which would you prefer to take up for a year? A Denon Prime 4 Plus or a Rain Performer? I would say right now, based on everything I do, which isn't that much. But if I had to, let's say I was going out all the time and I was playing open format stuff, I guess technically I still would probably prefer to have a laptop with me, and I would want the Rain Performer because I like to spin in platters. The platters are okay on the Prime 4, but you can't beat a spin-in platter. It's either got to be a spin-in platter or it's got to feel like a CDJ 3000. There's no in-betweens on this shit. It either feels like a CDJ 3000 wheel or it's got to be a spin-in platter for me. I really like the Rain Performer. Honestly, I know you have all these YouTube guys saying, oh, this is the best, the best, the best, the best, the best. Fucking, how do you believe anybody? How do you believe these guys? They all say something's the best. It's the best. And I've been telling the engineers at Rain, and I said, hey, listen, man, I get it. All these guys got test units. They're going to praise the fucking thing like there's no tomorrow. And there's some beeps with it. They're just little, you know, the EQ not lined up with the faders. It's just a little stupid thing for me that I wish they could have figured out a better way to do it. Because they, you know, it's the same team. It's the same guys at Den and DJ. They did it for the Prime 4. It's got a really nice layout. And, yeah, like, there's things that could have been better. Personally, this whole, with the DJ controllers, you know what my beef is really with DJ controllers? Trying to emulate a club setup. You know what I mean by that? So, I don't even know who started this bullshit with the club setup. Taking a DJ controller and trying to make it like a CDJ by putting two browser knobs. So I got a browser knob for the one deck and a browser knob for the other deck. Well, the only use this would be is, let's just say in Serato, as an example, one of these things, if one knob was browsing one folder in library, and when I went to the other knob, I was pulling from a different folder, that they were independently pulling different playlists and shit, that would be useful. That would be cool. But they're not. They pull from the same one. So I got to go here, then I got to go here, or I'm using one hand going back and forth. That doesn't make sense. My Prime 4 Plus, guess what? One knob in the middle, left or right. Where do you want to load your track? Left or right? Two buttons. Click, click, click. It's a really good setup because they're not trying to emulate a CDJ. These guys are still trying to emulate you know, basically 2 Rain 12s. So, too many extra buttons that aren't needed. And if they hadn't have screwed around with that shit, they could have had a better layout for their EQs and shit. The knobs feel a little bit crowded. I'm kind of a little bit spoiled by using like an A9, for instance, and the rotary mixer. So yeah, if I had to tell you straight out truth about the Rain Performer, I think it's great. I think maybe next time you guys design something over there in music, maybe, just fucking maybe, you could contact me now that we're all friends. Let me throw some ideas out there. Because I've got some good ideas, man. If it was up to me, let me make a DJ controller. Let me have some input. Reloop, if you're out there, ask me. Don't ask Laid Back Luke. The fuck's this guy know? You don't even gotta pay me a fraction of what you're paying that guy. He's not helping your sales. Not at all. You would have been better, in my opinion, and I told this straight to the distributor. I said, you know what? Instead of paying Laid Back Loop, fuck. Yeah, now he's Laid Back Loop because he's the Reloop guy. Laid Back Loop. Take that money and in all the major cities, the big cities, they could have did a fucking pop-up shop and they could have did free summer DJ lessons for kids. And they would have sold these fucking stupid little controllers like crazy, man. Like crazy. Summer DJ school. Free. Yep. Would have been bananas. All those kids all summer long would have been playing on their fucking little Reloop mix tours. They would have went back to school in September, showed all their goddamn friends, and you would have seen a fucking boatload of kids come running to buy this thing. Wake up, Reloop. Who's in your marketing department? The hell's wrong with you guys? So stupid, man. Who's got the money to burn? Kids. Kids got money to burn. Take your little Reloop Mix Tour Pro, and you know what? Contact the guys at Fortnite. Give them a little 3D model so it's in Fortnite. So kids like, oh, that's my little Reloop Mix Tour. So many ways you could have sold that fucking toy. But no, you got some old man trying to sell that shit to other old men, trying to convince them all it's professional. What the fuck is wrong with this company? I never got the Reloop Mix-On 8. I would have liked to because I love DJ Pro. I've got an iPad. But I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the Reloop dragging their heels, the distributor in Canada, like it. They finally gave me the my covers. And the only reason I got the goddamn covers is from DeckSaver was because they said yeah to me. Nothing was going on. I did a big video and I was saying, shit, if DeckSaver's listening, I could really be using your shit, man. And I love my DeckSaver covers, by the way. If you don't have a DeckSaver on your gear, there's something fucking wrong with you. Honest to God. If you spent all that money on your equipment and you did not put a DeckSaver on it, and think about this. I don't stick with gear for a long periods of times. Like a year after a year, maybe the shit's gone, right? But if you resell your gear and you tell everyone, I have a DeckSaver on it, right away they know you're the kind of person that takes care of your shit. So the value of your gear is going to be better. If you're gonna buy used gear and someone's like, I have a deck saver since day one, versus the guy that's like, oh no, I don't use deck savers, man. But don't worry, they don't leave my studio. I don't smoke. Well, guess what? You still got dust floating around your fucking place, dude. Don't tell me that there isn't a pile of dust sitting inside your goddamn gear. Doesn't matter how clean you think your shit is. The dust will get in there and fuck with everything. So, get a deck saver. Anyways, it took deck saver to contact a distributor in Canada and say, hey man, are you going to hook this guy up? Like, and they're like, oh yeah. So they finally got to it. And I get it, man. I'm a nobody. I'm a little channel. These guys are busy. I'm lucky I get anything. I'm lucky I get fucking anything. Another big shout out to 12-inch skins. You guys know how much I love my fucking skins. I wish I had a skin for my Euphonia. I wish I had a deck saver for the Euphonia too, but they're not available yet. I need to like find a cover or something because fuck. I can't stand not having the cover on the Euphonia. And then I bought that do you remember when I bought the EFX 1000 and I was like, oh yeah, man, I had it shipped from fucking Winnipeg and I played around, made a few videos, and now I'm like, meh, I might turn around and sell that fucking thing, to be honest. I don't have any use for it. Even my EFX 500, the clear one, same thing. I've got two of these things, and I think it's time to start moving some shit around. Can't collect DJ equipment. That's an expensive collection when it's just sitting around doing fuck all. And now with this camera, this is a money pit. I need lenses. But like for this video right now, let me just say I'm cropped in on OBS. I'm running the HDMI into the Elgato 4K, which I don't even know. I can't manage to get 4K out of the camera into the Elgato. Oh no, I did, but at 30 frames a second. So it's a lot of nonsense, and I'm not even powering the camera. My camera can go USB straight into the computer, and it looks really good. HDMI has really, I haven't seen any big advantage in the video. Like, it looks good, but my USB look good too. Jimmy Ray is asking, my favorite controller so far. Straight up controller, no standalone. My favorite controller so far is the Rain Performer. It's my favorite so far. I really, really like it. I really used to, I loved my DDJ 1000, by the way, with Recordbox. I didn't have the SRT model, and I liked it. I DJ'd out a lot with that thing. Even the SX2, SX3, they were good. I didn't have any issues with that shit. But current shit right now, I would say Rain Performer. They're not cheap. And if I had to, I feel like if I had to go buy an old controller, let's say I was poor as fuck, which I am, and I had to go buy something, probably a DDJ 1000 if I could find a deal. I don't even know if there's any deals on these things. I like the jog wheel because the jog wheel felt like a CDJ 3000. Don't forget, guys, too. I've been on here for almost an hour. Up at the top corner there, we have the three dots. You can hit the like button. Helps out the algorithm. And speaking of money and all this other shit, it would also be helpful if you could find it in your hearts or your wallets to donate a couple of bucks to the channel. I got so much money tied up into this shit. I don't have a day job. This is why here I am in the middle of the day doing this stuff. No day job, no night job. Not because I'm lazy. I have dizziness and health issues, for those who don't know. So it makes life a little bit difficult. And I did just drop $2,800 in this camera. I'm buying this microphone at $700. I'm going to finance the mic. And I'm not doing it for me. I'm doing it for you guys. And you know there's not a lot of you guys I'm doing it for. There's only a handful. So if you can donate to the channel, if you can share the link out, you know, if you're in a forum or something, you got some friends, and you have some way to help promote the channel to bring more people in, that would be useful. Anything you can do, your comments, when you're commenting here, it helps things. You hit the like button. A bunch of shit that you can do to kind of help get the channel going. It's all appreciated. You know, I'm doing my part trying to make the channel better and better, trying to provide useful information, have a quick laugh, build a little community of people here. And I don't expect much back, but there's got to be something. It can't be like you're watching fucking your $15 a month IPTV service. You know what I mean? Like, I've got nobody funding nothing. There's no sponsorships from any companies. There's just, you know, I was getting some deals from Pioneer DJ. That's kind of gone away. The distributor here in Canada is no longer really a good friend of mine anymore. They didn't tell me to fuck off or anything. They just let me float away. Just float away, my friend. And speaking of, my friends at Pioneer DJ USA, they keep telling me that I'm in the review guys, right? Like I'm going to be part of them. But there's a lot of gears, a lot of moving parts around that company. So sometime I've been told I will be getting an Omnis Dual with the Wave 8 speaker in order to do some reviews on and play around with it. I don't know if I'll actually get it. Maybe they don't know down in the United States that here in Canada, our summer lasts for about like 8 hours. So if you're going to send me something battery powered that I can take outside and use, you better do it sooner than later, because unless that goddamn thing's snowproof, I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I don't know. And if I didn't tell you already, it took a long time to get this camera going. The Elgato Camlink 4, I almost think I should return it. I got to look at my bill and see the return policy on that thing. All right, when did I buy this thing? It was the 22nd. Some things are 14, 15 day. This is probably a 30-day return. I don't know if I'm going to keep this Elgato because the whole idea was to capture in 4K. And I don't think it's necessary. Not with this camera. I think 1080 is fine. I can't do 4K 60 frames a second anyway, so what does it matter? And when I was going USB-C, when I do USB-C with this Sony a7 IV, I'm powering the camera at the same time that I'm doing capture. So what did I pay for this anyways? I paid $135. Like for 135 bucks, I'm probably better off to buy some sort of good light, some good key light rather than a capture card because it's not really needed. I've got my A10 mini that I really don't use, so I should sell that thing too. I've got my Canon camera. I should get on the selling that shit. I got a bunch of things here that really I should start selling some shit in order to bring in some goddamn money because you guys aren't helping much. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm using OBS right now. By the way. So one of the things this camera is supposed to be able to do, and I was really excited, is you can live stream from the camera straight, like connect it to Wi-Fi and go straight to YouTube with nothing. With absolutely nothing. And I was excited for that shit. And you know what? You fucking can't get a good enough connection. It's such a bitch to get going. And when the first time I did it, it worked good. And then all of a sudden, when I tried to increase the resolution a little bit, nope. Looks like a piece of shit, man. So I need to call Sony about that to be like, what the fuck is going on here, man? That was part of the I don't want to say it's part of the reason I bought the camera. It was part of the reason that when I bought the camera, that I was excited for the camera. Because truth be told, for all the shit that I'm doing with this camera at this very point, I would have been way better off to buy a fucking, like a 60, was it the 6700? An APC camera. APC lenses are cheaper. It's smaller. I didn't need all of this. Hopefully, I will grow into this. Sometimes maybe it's better to have more than what you need. But just because it's APC doesn't mean it's worse, because a lot of high-end cinema cameras are Super 35, which is an APC crop sensor. And you see, I don't have any problem doing 60 frame per second streams with OBS. It's the camera. So my my A10 mini, I don't know if it does 60 out of it or not. I know. I'm going to have to play around with some of this shit because this Elgato just doesn't feel like it's doing any good for me. Like, I would have been better off to spend an extra couple of bucks and get the game capture one so I can at least fucking, you know, do some gaming and stream some gaming shit. I do got to say, camera-wise, you know, right now, the lighting and how I have everything set up, it's looking pretty good. We're like an ISO 400. My f-stop is 160. Where this lens only does like f4.5. But, you know, like people that want to have all this bokeh behind them, I don't necessarily need to have a blur behind me because I like seeing some of my shit. You know what I mean? It's not a big deal for me. And even if I had a prime lens, I couldn't change the angle. You know, with a prime lens, I can, or a zoom lens, I can zoom in a little bit if I want, have a different look. Now, obviously, with a good prime lens, what I could do in OBS is have a couple different crops in OBS and change it with stupid Stream Deck. All I can see when I zoom in is my fucking... these nose pads on my glasses. They're so fucking expensive, and they're already lifting up. I had to put these stupid grip things on my glasses because they were just kind of killing me all the time. They help a little bit. But I fucking kind of hate that you can kind of see them, so. All right. So I think, looking at the timer, it's 1:30. I think I'm going to roll. I may come on a little bit later. I'm still trying to find that real sweet spot time when people jump on here the most, because haven't really had a lot of views today. Like, they're coming and going. Because it's YouTube Shorts promoting it, I realize there's a lot of people coming through and they're not members of the channel. They can't say anything because you have to be able to be a member in order to chat. So you got to, well, not a member, but you need to subscribe to the channel for 1 minute and then you can talk in the chat room. It was the only way to keep the trolls out. Yeah, shout out Aaron. You guys have a good day. DJ Cooper, Jimmy Ray, Neurosick. Who else was in here? It's kind of like the regulars. Eric was in there. The Raven Latvian, part of the Blue Wrench crew. Shout out to the Blue Wrench guys. And yeah, this whole vertical streaming thing, as much as it kills me to have such a good camera and crop in and just do this, when I probably could have produced the same kind of video with my S24 Ultra, to be honest, or my iPad. 12-inch skins, what's going on, buddy? Hey, everyone, just remember, there's a code at 12-inch skins, TheDjLab. Please. Another way you can support the channel is support the people that I like to. So get yourself a skin for your equipment. I don't want to even hear that someone from my channel doesn't have a skin on their equipment. Like, black is so boring. You don't have to even skin the whole thing. I mean, if you just do a partial skin, you've seen me do partial skins on my stuff, and it looks really badass. No joke. Protects the equipment, looks cool, makes you stand out a little bit, right? You can put your DJ name on, make it kind of personalized to you, or you don't put your name on it because maybe you want to resell it. Maybe you got a piece of equipment that's a little bit rough looking and you want to make it look nice again. You got some 1200s that look a little rough. Fucking 1200 skins from 12-inch skins are so goddamn good. My black turntables were mint. My MK5s were mint condition. And I put the white skin on and they fucking look beautiful. So yeah, use the code TheDjLab. You're going to save yourself, I think it's 18%. Yeah, man. Let's go on, Danielle. Thanks for being a new member on the channel. Question for 12-inch skins real quickly before I run away. because people are asking me, will there be magnetic skins for the Rain Performer? That's the question everyone's been asking me. DJ LSD? DJ LSD, tell the people at your work we need a motorized a motorized Denon DJ Prime 4. So that's no to the magnetic skins. So, here, I have an idea for 12-inch skins. Check this out. This would be interesting. So you take a magnetic base, right? So check this out. This would sell. I think this would work. And you'd have to almost sell like an, so you make a base that's adhesive. So I put a magnetic base down over top of my plastic stuff, right? And then I could put a magnet over top of that. Now I get it. It's going to thicken up some of the things. Now, here's where it becomes interesting, because remember I made that video. I think I told you how if your skin's a little bit thick, you can actually put a little something inside your knobs and put them back on top to kind of raise them up a little bit. So I think there's ways around some of this shit. I think there's a way that you can make a thin enough magnetic material that could put another magnetic skin on and it not be too thick, and include little plugs that you put into your knobs to raise them up. Or you just make the holes bigger so the knobs are countersunk a little bit. I don't know. I'm always trying to think outside the box here. Oh, you did that in 2013. See, I'm late to the game here. What can I tell you? I tell everybody, man, the Rain Performer in white looks good. But I'm not going to pick it up to show you. What I will show you is my my little cookies and cream Prime Go. I DJ'd very recently, last week, with this on stage, and I was running this thing for 9 hours, no problem. I was on battery. No, sorry, I wasn't on battery. I was plugged in, mind you. Day mode, I was out in the fucking bright sunshine. Day mode was such a game changer, man. Like, fuck. I've been doing this festival for like, I think this is the 7th year, and it's the first year I've had day mode. It made my life so much easier. Day mode was the fucking genius move on these guys. Why CDJ 3000s don't have day mode is beyond me. Beyond me. DJ Pro has day mode. Serato has day mode. Pioneer DJ. Everybody's got day mode but you. You have day mode on your S9. You have day mode on your S11. Sorry, your A9. You've got it on your S11. But you don't have it on your goddamn CDJ 3000s. What's the holdup, man? Always late to the game. Why don't you just call yourself Apple Computers? Be the last one to do anything innovative. Watch everybody else. Then you wait a few years and then decide, you know what, let's give this a try. Day mode. Not all DJs are fucking vampires. Remember this. Oh, so Aaron, let me bring this up. The reason why I used the Denon DJ Go and I didn't use the Performer, it's because when I was DJing this thing, it's not like I was DJing the whole day. It's a multicultural festival with all these performers. My job in all of this is I'm running the music for each of the groups. The groups don't give me music in advance. I get them, they show up and they hand me a USB stick. So, for me to have taken their USB stick, sometimes it's like within 5 seconds they're going on stage. I got their stick. For me to plug it into my computer, import it into Serato, and then play it would make absolutely no sense because they're not there. They're not all there in the beginning. They're showing up, a couple minutes before. They're getting ready. So they give me the stick, and on this is how I was running things. On the DJ Prime Go, the Denon DJ Prime Go, I had a 256 SD card in this thing with a bunch of my shit on it. And then I had a USB extender cable, so I don't have to fuck around too much in the back. And they'd give me their stick. I'd plug it in, read the stick, grab the songs, pull them up. And I was able to eject their stick, go back to my 256, play a track, give it to them, get the next stick. And I was doing a lot of USB stick, swapping in and out. I couldn't do that with Serato. And here's the other part of it. I was almost going to use the Prime 4 Plus. It's so fucking big. I don't have a case for it. The box is humongous. Same with the Rain Performer. No case. I could have put it in the box. It's huge. I was taking an Uber there. And I'm like, you know what? This isn't going to make my performance any better. Even when I did my own DJ set, I bought that Denon DJ Go to make money. And honestly, it's portable. I have a little case for it. People don't even know I'm walking around with DJ equipment. When I tell people I'm the DJ, like, well, where's your equipment? Like, it's here in the bag. It was simple. I thought about selling the Go, but thank fucking God, I never sold that thing. I will never sell the Denon DJ Go because it's a great battery powered system. Now, when I get the Omnis Duo, if they ever send it to me, we'll see. Maybe I'll be like, fuck, this is better. But I'm not expecting miracles here. And I tell you, when I remember when I got the skin from 12-inch skins for the Denon DJ Go, it changed it. It went from this little ugly fucking device to this beautiful thing. It really just, it changed it. Of all my gear here, I think it improved it the best. Yeah, so 12-inch skins, I don't know if you guys know or not, but I don't have 12-inch skins on my CDJs because I sold a pair, and the 12-inch skins I got, I put originally on my original CDJs, the used ones, because they were a little bit beat up and it made them look beautiful again. And then when I got the new ones, by the time I got my new CDJs, that's when StyleFlip sent me skins for those CDJs. So, and then I sold the A9 mixer. So currently right now, I have StyleFlip on my CDJ 3000s. Currently. Because that's all I've got. My V10, well, you guys don't have a skin yet for that. If anyone out there has a V10 and you live anywhere near the 12-inch skin guys, you're in the States there, get it over to them so they can do some measuring. Because we desperately we can't rely on Pioneer DJ to ever get a V10 to this guy. They don't got the send, or I don't know what the problem is. What's going on, DJ Ferns? Yeah. 12-inch skins needs a V10. I would send my V10 down. I don't trust our border guys and our delivery system to not kick this thing all the way down there and back. What we really need to figure out, there's got to be some device measuring tool. There's got to be some way for me to take some kind of exact measurements of my mixer and be able to get shit down to you. There's got to be. 3D scan this thing. I don't know. There's got to be some fucking way for me to do what you're doing and get it to you. There's got to be a better way. Or you teach me how to do this shit up here. Tell me what equipment I need, and we'll start up the Canadian manufacturing of 12-inch skins. Made in Canada. Make everything smell like fucking bacon and maple syrup. Ah, so that's the deal. That all it's the machines too. Yeah. I don't think people realize, like, when they buy a skin, the difficulty of doing these things. So remember, man, when you guys are buying a skin for your DJ controller, and you're like, man, why is it so expensive? It's not that expensive. You're paying for the guy's time, his experience, how many times he had to make one and fucking scrap it before he made a good one. You know, I think it'd be an interesting video, actually, if 12-inch skins had a video showing like a time lapse of, or a little background video of what goes into making a skin for a new system. You know, so you're doing a documentary style deal of when it comes in, you're talking to the people, the time on the phone, trying to coordinate this shit. There's a lot of time that goes into making one skin for the very first one, like for the Super Bowl. That couldn't have been easy. Yeah, and included toque, exactly, man. Maple skins. A lot of trial and error. Makes me, you know, it's funny. Something I'm thinking about doing today, I was in Dollarama in my building, because I got a Dollarama in the mall where I live. And they had this faux leather adhesive squares about this big. And I was looking, I got to measure my euphonia. And I thought, I wonder if I could take off the wood pieces and if I could wrap these things in this faux leather, how it would look. Like if I could pull this off and do it. Was like this like light, it was almost like a white leather, but like just a slight bit of cream to almost like baseball color, you know what I mean? Like a baseball. So I might actually give that an attempt today. It's like $2. Like really, it's either going to look fantastic or it's going to be a complete fucking flop. What's the difference? If it looks like shit, just take it off, right? Shouldn't be a big deal. Gotta say, that euphonia, my biggest disappointment with the euphonia is for $6,000 Canadian, you coulda, shoulda put some real nice looking wood that complemented the rose gold knobs. Some nice cherry thing. And why no one out there, you know, it's not a popular enough mixer yet that no one out there thought, let's make these end pieces and sell them. Because for cents and shit, you can get this. So I don't know why they haven't done it with the euphonia yet. It would be nice. Just looking to see what's going on here. Guys, it's been an hour, 24 minutes. I said I was going to go like half hour ago. What I'm going to do, I'm going to pop up the DJ logo. I'm going to turn off the mic and let you guys kind of talk it out with 12-inch skins. If you have any questions, you want any help, and want to just tie up any loose ends, everybody can say goodbye and all that other fun stuff.